everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my Feel Unique pick and mix sample service selections. Also going over and giving you my thoughts on last month's samples. For those of you who don't know, this service is offered by the website Feel Unique, and as it says, it's a pick and mix sample service. So each month you can go on their website and choose from an array of different products: makeup, skincare, hair care and perfume samples. And you can choose 5 samples, and all you have to pay is the £3.95 shipping cost. When you get your email confirming dispatch of your samples, you do actually get a gift voucher code in that email, which is in reimbursement of your £3.95. And I believe that a gift voucher can be used against any purchase, whereas when it is a voucher code there are certain brand restrictions, but I've never had any issues redeeming my gift voucher code on any brand across the website. So let's go over the samples that I chose last month. This one that I picked out was this Benefit Boing Brightening Concealer, and I got this in the shade number 1. I have previously tried I think it was the Industrial Strength Concealer, and wanted to try this one as I wasn't too keen on that one. And I've got to say I do actually prefer this one. I've probably used this a good 5 or 6 times and I'm about 3/4 of the way through. It is a better shade for me than the Industrial Strength one because it is more peachy and it does cover the under eye darkness a bit better than that one did. My only issue is, and it's probably just because it's a sample, not necessarily if I bought the full size, but it does dry out quite quickly, and I think by day 2 I was having to sort of drag it under my eyes a bit more. But I don't know if that's just because it's an open sample rather than it being the full size one, which would have, I presume, a resealable lid. So I definitely like it better than the Industrial Strength Concealer, but still not as much as the one I currently use, which is the YSL Touche Eclat. I am thinking though, for next month's samples, to actually purchase samples that will be useful for me when I go on holiday in May. So I am actually considering picking up another one of these. Save taking my YSL with me, I could just take one of these. It probably wouldn't last me the whole time that I'm there, but I am also thinking of taking my Catrice concealer as well, so I think that in combination with this would be enough to see me through rather than taking an expensive product that I would be scared of losing. So I like it, but not as much as the one I currently use. The next sample was this Burt's Bees Hydrating Night Cream. I haven't used this very many times because I can't bear the smell of it. I think I've only used it on 2 occasions, and I don't know if it's that clary sage or whatever's in it, but I just couldn't bear the smell of it at all, and it doesn't disperse quickly. Usually I apply my night cream within 10 minutes of kind of falling asleep, and I actually found that this kept me awake a bit longer because I just couldn't get past the smell. I definitely prefer the other one of these that I tried last month or the month before. I think it was just the normal one, not the hydrating one, but I did not like the smell of this at all. It was as affected, I believe, as the other one that I tried. I don't think it made any more of a difference hydration wise than the other one did, which I think was just their normal night cream, but definitely preferred the scent of that one compared to this one. And I say effect wise there wasn't much difference. I can't put my finger on what the scent is to actually describe it to you, plus I am rubbish at describing scents, but it wasn't for me. The next item we had was this Dermalogica Ultra Smoothing Eye Serum, and even though it says eye serum, I just seemed to look past that and expected it to be a thicker consistency than it was. It was extremely runny, and due to the sort of size of it and it being in a foil packet, it was also very difficult to store. Once I'd open it, because the serum did go sort of all the way up here, if it leaned ever so slightly it did pour out, and I did lose I think half of the sachet because I just didn't realise it was going to pour out. It was really nice on the skin because it was a more watery consistency. It did feel like quite refreshing. It did feel smoothing and calming, as it kind of the name does suggest. With regards to whether I noticed any effect, I don't think I used it for long enough to be able to tell that. I didn't notice it was any less effective than the eye creams I normally use, but I normally use 2 different eye creams, whereas I just use this one all over my eye area. I do believe I did get, considering I lost a bit of it as well, I got about 4 uses out of this, because a little does go a long way with it. So not too bad, but I wouldn't be running out to purchase the full size. I definitely like the routine I've got going with eye creams overnight. The next one I chose was this Bioskin Derma Serum Skin Nourishment. So this is just an all moisturising cream, but it does say it is suitable for skin prone to eczema and psoriasis. I do suffer from a bit of eczema, mainly on my hands and my arms rather than my face, but I presumed it was really good for dry skin, which I do have dry skin. This is another one that I couldn't get past the scent of it. I did actually have to check the ingredients on the back because again I couldn't put my finger on what the strongest scent coming through was, and it does actually contain eucalyptus. So as soon as I realised it contained eucalyptus, that was what the scent was reminding me of. It kind of smells a bit like Vicks Vapor Rub. I have had a bit of a cold for the past few days, so in that respect it was kind of nice because I didn't have to put Vicks on. I kind of just used this as my face moisturiser, and it did help the kind of nose stuffiness, but as an actual moisturiser I wasn't overly keen on it. It was a bit stingy on some areas of my face. I definitely couldn't apply it anywhere near my eyes, not even like here, because I think the vapours of the eucalyptus would just make my eyes water terrible. So I did end up having to just kind of use it on my forehead really. It was an okay moisturiser, nothing special. The final product, which is I think my favourite of all the products that I ordered, and ironically this isn't one that I ordered. I didn't realise it at the time until I went to look it up because I liked it. I actually ordered, I think it was a L'Oreal night cream, the ones that come in the red packaging with the blue labels on, and that was a sample of that I ordered. This arrived, I seen L'Oreal, remembered I'd ordered something from L'Oreal, so just didn't even question it. I say once I started using it, I really like the feeling of it. This one has a really nice scent. It's kind of perfumey slash aftershavey. I know that sounds horrible to be in a face cream, but I actually quite liked it because it was really subtle. It doesn't stick around very long, but just for the initial application it's a really nice fresh smelling. Not for everyone, I know. It says it's a nourishing oil cream, so it did blend into the skin really quickly and really easily, and it did leave my skin feeling smooth and soft, and even the morning after I could still feel that it felt smooth and soft. I think I got a full face out of this, and then the next day I got a kind of half a face out of it because there wasn't an awful lot in here. But then I did go to look up to see how much it was, and when I've gone into my orders and I was looking for it, I'm looking for gold and black packaging and I couldn't see it, and then I seen the red one, and that's when I realised that they had sent me the wrong one. I know I should have emailed them and told them, but at the point I'd realised I'd had the package for a good couple of weeks already, so it might have looked a bit silly to not realise they'd sent me the wrong one beforehand. So their customer service is really good, and I know they would have done something about it, probably sent me the right one, but I do really enjoy this one and will consider purchasing it in the future. On to this month's samples. The first one I chose is this Glam Glow Glow Stars and Moisturiser. I think when I seen this and that it was Glam Glow, I presumed it was a face mask because that's all I kind of know them for. So I did think it was a face mask. This is a Mega Illuminating Moisturiser. It says you can wear it alone or wear it with foundation, so I think it's probably a similar concept to the Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Glow serum thing. I think it's probably a similar concept to that. So excited to give it a go to see what it's like. Price wise, full size of this is £36 for 50ml. And this is a 1.5ml sample, so I worked that out to be £1.08, which is quite expensive for such a small sachet, but we'll see how many uses I get out of it. The next sample I picked was this Naughty Intensive Care Leave-In Conditioner. And the reason I chose this was because I had such good luck with the Living Proof sample that I chose a couple of months ago. So I wanted to try another leave-in conditioner just so I had some comparisons. Plus the full price of this is a lot cheaper than the Living Proof. So the full size of this is 150ml, which is only £6.99. This is a 5ml sample, so this sample is only 23p. But again, this is something that I genuinely am trying because I do want to potentially purchase the full size. Because don't get me wrong, I did really enjoy that Living Proof, and I'm also using my Moroccan oil treatment, which I'm also really enjoying, but they are both more expensive products, whereas £6.99 is more kind of in my wheelhouse of the price I like to pay for these type of treatments. So really excited to give this one a go. The next few products I picked were from the same brand because I think they've had quite a few new releases, so they are advertising them more and doing the samples for them on the website as well, and that is the brand Clarins. The first sample I picked is something that's been around in the brand Clarins for years, but it's something that I've always wanted to try, and that is the double serum. I'm really intrigued as to the concept of how this works. I really like the packaging of the full size of this, the fact that it is two different things. I also am a big fan of how this packaging came as well. So it's this little cardboard wallet, and inside there are actually 3 samples. So each one, it says you fold it in half and then pour the liquid onto your hand, and I think it then mixes together, and you've got the two sides. It says that it is hydric and lipidic system, so I think they're probably acids that it contains. But I say I really like that you get 3 samples, and it's not going to be the same issue like I had with that Dermalogica eye cream, in that I've got an open sachet lying around, because I presume one of these is enough for one application of your face. So I'm really excited to give this one a go. Kind of hoping I don't fall in love with it because it is quite pricey, but if it works wonders on my skin, I'm more than happy to purchase it. It does claim that it says after 1 month. I've obviously not got a month's worth, but it says 90% visibly smoother skin, 87% more radiant skin, and 81% visibly firmer skin. Firmer skin and smoother skin is kind of what I'm wanting to go for. But I was also thinking as well, because again, I'm going away in May, I'm kind of wanting to take skincare with me, but not take my normal full skincare bottles. So if I do quite like this, I might be tempted to add another one of these to next month, so that I can take these with me, because these probably look ideal for travel, because it is kind of hard cardboard, and I think it might be quite durable for travel rather than taking a bottle of things. Plus, I'm probably not going to be as religious with my skincare routine as I am at home. I just want to do something without taking all my products with me, because that'd just be a bit ridiculous. So hoping I do like this. So the full size of this is 30ml for £58, which is obviously quite pricey. These samples are each 0.9ml, but it was advertised as being a 3ml sample, so I'm guessing they might be 0.9 something. So I calculate that the total value of these 3 samples is £5.80. So bear in mind that I paid £3.95 for this whole box. These 3 samples alone pay for that themselves. So again, really excited to give these ones a go. And then the next 2 products are from Claren's new range. The first one I picked is this Recharge Relaxing Sleep Mask. I wanted to give this a go after enjoying a other sleep mask that I tried not so long ago. I am shortly going to film a skincare favourites video actually, so that will be probably up in the next few weeks, and I'm probably going to talk about that sleeping cream in there. But as for this one, it says it's got multiple uses. You can apply it every night as a night cream or 1 to 3 times a week as a sleep mask, but no need to rinse. I don't really see the difference in applying something as a night cream as to applying it as a mask, because either way you're applying it all over your face and not washing it off. But we'll see how it works. So the full size of this is 50ml for £24, and this is a 5ml sample, so I worked that out to be £2.40. The next thing I choose from this range is the Reboost Comforting Hydrating Cream. So this says to apply this every morning, but I do tend to do most of my skincare overnight. I don't really put much skincare on over morning. I kind of just stick some makeup on and go. It does say it's an energising and moisturising cocktail of fruit extracts to boost skin hydration, which is definitely something that I need in my skin, because I say I do suffer from dry skin. This one's slightly differently priced. This is 50ml for £22. So again, 5ml sample, I weighed this out to be £2.20. So based on my very rough calculations, I work out that the full value of these samples is £11.71, which is I think nearly 3 times the price of what I paid for the samples, and I'm quite happy with the value of this. Excited to see how they all work out. Kind of hoping I don't fall in love with some of them, because the full sizes are quite pricey, but I'm probably most excited to actually try this one because I am looking for a new leave-in conditioner. So that is it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.